Hello, friends, and welcome to this week's live stream. We're here. Tyler's grooving.
I just settled on this like 3/4 of the way through the intro song.
This is the move?
Yeah, I'm pretty committed to it.
Oh, what's this?
Yeah, it's you gotta get the thumbs up. You gotta point out to your shoulders.
A little bit like a milking and udder.
I wasn't thinking about milking and udder. That would be more like a milking.
Okay.
You gotta reset.
Oh no.
Each time, you know. From the no times I've ever milked a cow before. Never milked a cow before.
Anyway. Hello.
Anyway, changing the subject abruptly from milking udders to this week's live stream.
Yes. I hope you guys had a good weekend, had a decent Monday. It's Tuesday today, and maybe where you are, it's Wednesday. So that's the update, everyone. It might be Wednesday where you are.
You know, we got confirmation that we do have people in different hemispheres watching. So there are Wednesdonians watching. Yeah, Wednesdonians watching. And we also have confirmation that it is hemisphere, that is the correct lexicon, acceptable.
Hemi means half.
There you go. Semi, hemi. The thing got a hemi? Remember that?
Demi?
There you go. We can keep going all day. And that's the stream. So we learned a lot here today. Thank you guys so much for watching. What's the Age of Empires? We catfished you. Okay.
Anyway, so today we're going to be doing some very niche content. We are going to be playing, and by we I mean me, I am going to be playing Age of Empires 2 for the first time since probably 2006.
I know what you're thinking. Don't you guys have free time? Well, that's right now. So we were just repurposing free time as this time.
I'm actually not sure if anyone wants to see this or if I just forced literally everyone, A, in this room, and B, who's here, just to watch me play Age of Empires. I don't know. It's just happening, okay?
So there's a couple dynamics that are bouncing around here. First, we'll dub this an intimate stream, right?
Right.
If this ends up being a giant stream, it's a giant stream. Thanks for watching. If it's intimate, we'll hang out. It'll be a good time. But Saf has been as her general cool down content. It's really we're all living in the post office moving to Peacock world, you know?
Right.
So as I wear my Dwight Schrute shirt, right? It's very apropos. It was not intentional, but basically, what do you watch at night? There are things to watch, but when you want that lazy viewership, how many episodes
of
House Hunters International can you watch? We've sort of set that record already.
Yeah, we've already watched 400 of them.
Yes, there's actually 105 seasons.
Actually,
yes.
No more, I think.
It's really good, and I don't know how they qualify a season, but they started in 2011 and they have 111 seasons. But maybe earlier than that. But basically, Saf's been watching a lot of T90, is that his name? He sounds like a calculator. But basically, she's been watching a lot of this guy, T90, who does a lot of Age of Empires content.
What he does is he narrates Age of Empires games that have already happened between pros and also between noobs. Sometimes he's casting them live, but it's mostly interesting games that he's found that are pre-recorded that he then live streams on Twitch and narrates and then re-uploads them to YouTube. And that I've actually probably watched hundreds of hours of Age of Empires content, Age of Empires 2 content like this, mostly of noobs. It's a series called Low Elo Legends, and what that means is it's people who play online against other real people on the internet, but they're low ranked. So
why don't you take this moment to explain what Age of Empires is somewhat succinctly, because
okay.
I think that we might want to cue in the audience
here. If you have clicked in just out of the goodness of your heart and you have no idea what Age of Empires 2 is, basically it's a game in which you sort of control, I wouldn't say a civilization, but sort of a settlement.
Right.
You basically start off with a town center and some villagers, and you basically have to gather resources, build buildings, build an army, and then you can progress through the ages. You start in the Dark Age, then you can sort of, you as you get
achievements,
you can, get into Feudal Age, Castle Age, Imperial Age, and build more units, build more buildings, research more technology, and then at some point fight your enemy to the death.
Yes.
And that is Age of Empires 2. Now my family is an Age of Empires 2 family.
Yes.
I think me, my dad, and my brother used to play Age of Empires 2 like all day, all night. Like basically, like when I was in middle school, we would just play it constantly. My dad still plays it. When we were at home in Chicago, I saw on his computer like a saved game, like Age of Empires 2. My dad literally still plays it. In fact, who knows? Maybe my dad plays it against real people, and T90 has casted a game of my dad. Because I feel like there's not that many people who still actually play it.
Who is the Danish Dagger 72?
So we had Age of Empires 2. There have been other Age of Empires. I've never played any of the other Age of Empires. I know there's 3 and 4, or maybe 4 is coming out really soon. Age of Empires 2, I think, is the one that has kind of like a cult following. There's also a Star Wars expansion pack, which I did play. Why are you looking at me?
Sorry, no, I was just listening, yeah.
Tyler literally completely tuned me out.
No, I'm listening.
This is a true role reversal on how the turntables. We had a Star Wars expansion pack, and I've also played Age of Mythology, which is similar, but you kind of have like different civilizations that have sort of like different deities that you can pray to, and then they will give you stuff. So you have like Norse, Greeks, Romans, that kind of vibe.
Yeah. The dynamic, the mechanic in the game is that you do progress through these civilization eras quickly, like sort of like rapidly, right?
Yes,
so then you go from like feudal, and then if you like have like a pig, then you get to the next one, and it is competitive. So like there's an opposition. There's another civilization nearby. There's like no geographical realism. It's all just phantasmagoric, almost like like the Rick and Morty thing where they're doing the dance competitions, their planet doesn't get destroyed. Like they're just like random settings where you'll put like the Berbers directly next to the Aztecs, and they're just like there, right?
Totally.
So it's but it's a cool game. I remember it from like 98, 99.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
A real-time strategy game, which were always a little over my head.
Are you explaining this more because I did a bad job explaining it?
No, you did a good job. Okay. I was just adding some additional context. I was like, I didn't say that. I think that my vacant stare was objectively vacant, probably to your perspective, but I was listening. I was doing the active listening thing. I was plugged in. Anyway, so before we dive in, so what we're going to do is Safiya's going to be the one driving. I have no idea how to play it. We apologize for the subtle clickbait. First time in a decade. Safiya made sure she knew where all the keys were, and she has watched essentially the other day, and she's watched essentially endless amounts of this content.
It was weird. It was like I haven't even had the urge to play Age of Empires since 2006, and then out of nowhere I was like, I wonder if people play Age of Empires, and I looked it up, and this guy on YouTube has a couple 100,000 subs. I was like, dude, this is it.
That's a golden moment.
This is what I need to. And he's like hundreds of videos. I was like, this is perfect.
Yes.
So that's what I've been doing.
So the dynamics today were Saf's gonna be playing.
Yes, I'm gonna be playing.
I'll be in the chat.
I'm also. I think I'm gonna play it like on easy mode.
Yeah.
There are people who are like pros at playing Age of Empires. I don't know if it's quite as much of an industry, the same way like you can be a competitive gamer for other games.
Yeah.
But like pros in Age of Empires have very strict like build orders, which means like you send your first villager to the sheep, and then the second villager makes a lumber camp, and like it's really intense. I'm not gonna really be able to execute one of those very well, I don't think, but I'm just gonna play easy.
Yeah, no, it should be
okay.
Listen, I think that this game, we'll see if you've never played it before. It's they've kind of like over the years they've like modded the graphics, they're a little bit better. It captures some of the fun of like a Sim City /Sims where you like do stuff, and it has a little bit of like a StarCraft / Command and Conquer vibe as well. Now let's take care of a couple things.
So different from any of our other streams.
No, I know.
We're just playing Age of Empires.
We did the TikTok food last week. I think that was a very hands-on, involved stream. Now we're going hands-off. My hands aren't even involved. You're just going to be playing the game. And we have some other streams that are coming up that require more product testing before we get to the actual going live period.
Show Allie all your shirts and mugs.
Let's do the shirt of the day real quick.
While we're showing shirts and mugs, I will say that this was like, as I said, I feel like I kind of put this on the calendar and now we're just doing it.
Yes,
we're doing it. It does fall into this category of things that I'm interested in doing, which is like throwback video games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We wanted at some point to do Barbie fashion designer, but that fell through because we couldn't figure out how to print.
We tried really hard, to be fair. I mean, I can give more of the story as we go.
Age of Empires, Barbie fashion designer.
We tried to do the Barbie fashion designer, but the problem is you have to use an old printer to it, and they don't have drivers for like old Windows 95, 98 printers, and we tried to go to like a really old school, not an old school, like a guy who like, breaks into computers. That sounds bad. A guy that like fixes computers, and he's like really good with old computers too. And he tried everything, and then he ghosted us. So presumably either he has a monopoly currently on all what's it called, Barbie fashion designer content, or I'm talking about the guy that we tried to get to set us up with a printer.
The guy who thought he knew you from the Soviet Union?
He did think he asked me if he knew me from the Soviet Union. It was a stretch. I don't know. All right, let's go to my shirt. So on that note, let's go to Shroot Farms.
Can you fold down the laptop a little bit?
Right here? Yeah. Okay, so I got this shirt. Visit historic Shroot Farms. Yep.
We've done that. I think that we've told the story of the shirt before.
Yes.
But I bought it for Tyler, and Tyler got many gas station compliments.
Yes, and then also I have this grumpy mug, which is a large chalice for coffee.
That's so big. It's like as big as your head.
I'm not grumpy today, though. I just want to clarify. I just have this guy. I haven't had any coffee yet, so you guys are getting me first caffeination.
Wow, I'm the opposite. I've been like drinking cold brew all day. Filming TikToks.
Yeah.
We made a bunch of edible spoons. I'm running on edible spoons and cold brew.
They're delicious, actually. Saf gave me the Nutella spoon, which is what it sounds like. It's an edible spoon filled with Nutella with whipped cream in the spoon. That's not what it sounds like. I think it's one of the most random things you could think of. Yes.
And then I just have a YouTube mug that on this side says it was like some YouTube like I'm not gonna say party favor, but like like a something like that. And then I have these earrings of the day. This is not gonna be a segment, but these earrings that we also just filmed with a TikTok for at some point. Oh, hello, sideburns. They're little iridescent aliens, which I'm really excited about.
Rutrow. Tara, he says, did I wear this shirt last week? I feel like I wore the.
I thought it was a couple weeks ago.
Okay, it's been a hot second.
You're an outfit repeater.
I'm sorry, guys.
You're a nasty little outfit repeater.
I'll let Safiya play it. Okay, so wait, hold on, real quick. So, Safi, have you chosen civilizations yet?
Yeah, I was just
All right,
getting ready to play.
This. Okay, let's do this. People responding to the edible spoons. The TikTok should be out next week. It's what it sounds like, but it's
edible spoons.
It's pretty good. So, yeah, look at this. Minetta DeMarco says Tyler repeating shirts for live already. Closet's cleaned out too much. Here's the tea on the shirt. If you guys want to know the real story. I did change my shirt right before the stream started. I was wearing my Bigfoot Truther shirt from the Poconos, which I had to get when I saw it because it's a Bigfoot Truther shirt, and it says.
Why didn't you wear it?
Because I didn't want to.
You got nervous?
I thought it was like a little too inflammatory. I didn't want to come out wearing a Believe and have Bigfoot on my shirt. I didn't know.
It literally says I believe.
It says I believe on it.
The Poconos Mountains, and it has Bigfoot on it.
Yeah, it's also a shirt that I wore in our second biggest at this point, but one of our biggest TikToks, which I like as like a completely random piece, is that I'm wearing a Bigfoot Believer shirt on it.
That's true, and no one cares about that because everyone's too mad about the content of the TikTok.
Yes, which is that we made our own pancakes at a grill your own pancakes place because it's like Korean barbecue where you grill your own pancakes and it's fun. But the comments literally melted down. It was like
I can do this at home.
Yeah,
it's like
we know. It's called cooking. We all can do it at home. You can cook anything at home. You can cook Alfredo pasta at home. I mean, I can't. I'll blow out a fuse. But I mean,
that's true. We can't.
I don't know what the salt's for. So anyway.
All right.
People like your earrings, Safiya.
Thank you.
Colleen also believes in Bigfoot. Thank you, Colleen Gunderson.
Colleen Gunderson. Colleen Gunderson. You. Great. I'm ready, I think. Okay, so here we're just gonna set it up. I'm just gonna set it up here. I'm gonna play against the AI. I'm gonna play against easy AI on a small map. We can all choose where. We can choose the terrain.
Yeah. Archipelago?
Archipelago?
That sounds like a lot of water.
Oh, archipelagos could be fun. Team islands could also be fun. Archipelagos.
What about Scandinavia, Saf? A little home field advantage?
We could. You want to play Scandinavia? Scandinavia is fine.
Yeah, why don't you do something that doesn't have a lot of water? I feel like that building boats is going to be a whole other ordeal.
It's kind of all the same.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think.
You go settle at Kilimanjaro. That seems kind of cool.
Highland.
Highland seems kind of cool.
There's like a single river.
Okay, why don't you go with the river?
Yeah, you want river? I was
Yeah.
going to say also continental's not bad. There's one that coastal is also okay. Because then there's like water and land.
Let's do coastal.
Let's do coastal.
That's kind of like our, the Outer Banks, right? Where the settlement of Roanoke is, right? So we're
gonna. Great, and then I can be anyone basically. I was willing to take. I don't know. Since I've played, they have added many more civilizations to play as. I was gonna take suggestions. I'm leaning I like playing as Britons because they have really long range archers.
Right.
I sound
Listen, we're committing to the stream.
really long range archers.
Yeah.
But Vikings are also interesting. They have these long boats, which are kind of cool. And
Viking
I also,
sounds sweet.
the Mongols also have like a really, really sick, unique unit.
What are they called again?
They're cavalry archers. They're called Mangudai.
Well, let's go for them.
Yeah, you think Mongols?
Yeah,
It could
why
be fun.
not? Yeah.
Let's do it. I don't know about Mongols on coastal, but it doesn't really matter. Easy AI doesn't really. Yeah, it's fine.
I don't think anyone
Let's
cares.
try
it. I think we want to see the game being played here.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Shall we?
Yes.
I turned the music off. I know everyone was like, oh, I can hear the music in my head, but like I turned the music off.
Oh, with music off? I thought we have, guys, in case
We
you thought
have,
you heard the music in your head, we have a speaker underneath the table. So maybe we like subtly incepted you with our like lo-fi.
I meant that before the stream started, they were like, I remember the music. I can hear it clearly now, like that
Yeah.
kind of vibe. But I turned the music off, but the sound effect should still be somewhat.
There's some Vikings fans in there. There's some Persians fans in there.
Well, okay.
There's some Teutons fans in there, stuff. So you got a little bit of everything.
know, everything.
Mongolsoft,
Mongols, yeah.
as the Paradox says. So
Yeah,
hey,
yeah. Let's play.
I think that someone says next live you should cut Tyler's hair. Listen,
Dude, okay, actually,
That actually was
literally
discussed right before
earlier
the stream
today,
started.
because my hair is so long too. Literally earlier today, I was like in the other room being like, I'm just gonna cut my hair. What if I cut my hair on the live stream? And Carly was like, we could. Sure.
Carly just pokes her head out from the room at the end. Just
We both need
tinkering away
haircuts.
with multiple gadgets from
both
Amazon
need-
simultaneously.
both need
my hair is
haircuts
terrible.
really bad.
I saw someone say that I'm very pink right now. It's because I took a pretty warm shower like recently.
And then you do your skincare, so you're just like
So I think my
washed.
body's like just cooling
boiled.
off slowly. If in like a pig pen Peanuts-esque sort of animation, my body is like giving off radiation of heat.
Right.
How pig pen gives off smell.
Great.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Dye Tyler's hair, says Tanya Mendez. I don't think it's coming back if we dye it. I don't know.
No, I
Something
think
tells
that's
me it's hanging
why
on by a thread.
we never pursued any of those things. We're like, we'll perm Tyler's hair.
I saw a lot of demand for Meet Me at the.
Meet me at McDonald's.
Yeah,
no,
a lot of it.
sorry guys, I won't risk it.
I think it's a.
What
it's
if
a
Tyler's hair never comes back? I can't risk it.
I
Can't risk it.
That's me confronting reality here. Miranda Cathel says, finally made a live stream. Welcome. We do this every week. We play Age of Empires.
All right, I'm gonna start the game.
Time. Yeah,
Then
go.
you can read people.
Yeah, it's me in the chat. hanging
Here we
out.
go. Oh, it's me against Joan of Arc. Love it. the opposite, the enemy AI, just are they're randomly named.
Okay, so that noise is. I want to turn it down. It sounds like a zoo exhibit right now. You walk through the zoo and they're like, the alligator was. They have like the the talking exhibits.
So what I need
Kinda,
to
right?
do is
muted.
I need to build a house.
I felt like I learned so much about alligators just now.
So
that guy
this is
talking?
the villagers will talk to you. What I'm doing right now is I'm going to build a house, and I'm going to create a villager
I don't even
at
know
the
how to
same
turn
time.
this off. I think we're gonna have to go with the sound. Well, it's okay.
There's some way that I don't know how to explain this. I should play slow, right? Yeah, I should.
You want to play slow, or you want to just get anything done?
So basically, you start off in the Dark Age, and as you can see, like your town's like pretty lame, and you have
That's
a
cute.
few villagers to start off, basically.
Yeah.
You have a scout who can kind of just like walk around and explore the map, because as you can see in like the bottom right, or also anywhere, you can't see anything right now. That little corner, not the corner, the square in the bottom right is like your view of the map, basically.
I will say you're better at this game than I was at The Sims, to be fair already, right? And
Well, I think The Sims was more popular.
remember, I did a pretty bad job with like almost all of those TikTok internet sites. So I think that you're doing okay so far. I think that I personally find Age of Empires interesting. Oh, that's a boar, right?
Yep.
So do you kill the boar, or do you eat the boar, or do you let him just
Basically, in the Dark Age, what you need
you
to
let
do
Pumbaa do his thing?
is you need to scout around and find your resources and then start collecting them, so you can start basically building your town, civilization, settlement, whatever.
Yes.
Now I know from watching Age of Empires content, this is a very sort of not controversial, but controversial move, is they added this feature called Auto Scout. Let me find it.
There it is.
Where I can basically just click this and my scout will just start automatically exploring the map for me.
Yeah.
And so like high-level Age of Empires players were like, why not automate everything? Why not auto-farm, auto-this? But it's probably easier than me right now clicking around on
The
everything.
classic line of product development in Silicon Valley is always ask why, though, right? So maybe they're just being obnoxious, and they just want to,
let me
ask
bring
these
these
kind of
guys
questions.
in.
All right, chat, let's talk, because I don't really know what's going on here.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now, actually, I know I'm
Alexa
playing...
says slow mode is on. Can you tell me why, please? It's because if we don't have slow mode on, everyone asks why isn't slow mode on. And it's also because if we don't have slow mode on, we are susceptible. Just like Safiya's village is currently susceptible to an attack.
It really is.
We're susceptible to spamming. Although the
Okay.
spamming is usually not that nefarious. It's not as nefarious as potentially getting attacked by... Who are you fighting against?
A Joan of Arc.
Joan of Arc, yeah.
You know.
that,
All right.
that snidely whiplash Joan of Arc.
I have found some cows, so I'm going to start harvesting my cows. I apologize to the chat and if anyone's upset by that. And I'm going to keep making more villagers.
Hey, Saf, you already got here. Miranda says, could you do more main channel gaming content? So, hey, maybe this will spread just like the Mongol horde across the Asian steppe. It will spread onto the main channel. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, got it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, basically what I'm doing is you can see my scout is somewhere. He's
Yes.
here. He's rolling around, exploring everything. I'm continuing to create villagers. I'm going to, okay, excuse me. Where? He's right behind the, okay, there we go. Right behind the tree. Couldn't see him at all. And I'm going to basically, as you can see in my top, oh, you can't see in the top left corner. Can you move me slightly,
I
Carly,
can.
just for a second? Just so they can see.
Boop.
So if you can see in this top left corner, I have to basically collect wood, food, gold, and stone. In early ages, wood and food are the most important. But you need gold and stone for later on to create fancy units and castles.
Wood and food.
Sorry.
Wood and food, not wooden food. Not wooden food.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah, sorry. Just trying to
Oh,
lighten
wow.
the mood in here. There was a lot of shout-outs, prayers for the cow that I believe you just butchered.
I'm sorry. This is the nature of the
guys.
game.
You know, this is they
1,
say.
2, 3,
you know,
4, 5.
you don't want to know how the sausage is made. Well, in Age of Empires, you're confronted with that reality.
Basically, in high-level play, the whole thing is you have to like be always creating a villager. You know how like in real estate, it's like always be closing? In Age of Empires, it's like always be creating a villager.
Is ABC only exclusive to real estate?
No, I think it's in general sales, always
Yeah.
be closing. Like you have to always be creating villagers.
Yeah, that's in that one Alec Baldwin movie where he's really angry.
Is that Glengarry Glen Ross?
Yeah, just kind of mirrors
I
real
love
life.
a
Yeah.
good Glengarry Glen Ross reference. Wow, that was actually really hard to say.
You made it though. ABC always be closing.
One,
He yells
two,
at Ed
three,
Harris.
4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first 6 villagers are now harvesting food. So with this guy, a lot of people use hotkeys who are really good at this. I don't really know any
I
of
like
them.
this one. Priscilla Rodriguez says, "Can we get Safiya and Tyler to play the Lilo and Stitch sandwich stacker?"
What is
Allie
that?
likes that. I don't know what that is. Is it a game?
Dude, you need
It's an OG game.
Like a Disney.com.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that's what
Oh.
I was saying. It would be really fun to play, OG like Disney.com and also like, like Everything Girl games, like the My Scene Makeover and like the Polly Pocket stuff. That's what I'm saying, like in terms of like throwback games. Age of Empires leads right into, Bratz Makeovers.
Carmen Sandiego.
Carmen Sandiego.
Yes.
We were talking about that. Maybe
We
we should.
have-
I mean, if we did Age of Empires, we might as well do Carmen Sandiego.
I think that you're benefiting from the fact that you're playing against the easy right now, as you talk about Carmen Sandiego. You're not
I
just
knew that, like, yeah.
overrun by Joan of Arc. Who is Joan of Arc playing as though? Isn't that just
Franks.
Okay, the
That's why
Franks.
it's Joan of Arc.
Got it.
Oh my God, we got more sheep. Oh my God, sheep. Hello, sheep.
Go get the sheep, Safiya. Go get their wool. That
Um,
what is she doing there? Was she just hanging out?
Yeah, I was gonna maybe build another house.
Build
So the
a
thing
house.
is, this is this early stuff where like other people have like really intense, as they call them, build orders, where it's like first villager builds this house, second villager does this, third villager does this. But
People
I'm
think
trying to
you're
be
good at this game, Saf.
I'm trying to be slow, so I can talk also.
Did you know there's a Carmen Sandiego show on Netflix? That's what the chat's
I felt
saying.
like I did not know that.
Okay, so SK with OV says, "Are you gonna play Oregon Trail?" Oregon Trail is not a very interesting game to play. Unfortunately, you kind of just let things happen in it, and what's most fun, obviously, in Oregon Trail is just hunting, and then you have too much stuff to carry, and then it would just be you just hunting the whole time. Buffalo,
Okay,
which is
hold
not that interesting.
Okay,
and
this
obviously
is-
it's good for a good laugh when you get in the game dysentery.
This
But,
is the hard part. So I have to lure this boar, but
Okay.
as soon as I try and kill him, he's going to try and kill me.
Yeah.
So I have to lure him back. Oh my god, no. No,
He might
scared,
get you,
scared,
son.
scared, 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 scared.
Is she talking to you?
Yeah,
Dude, she's gonna get caught.
okay.
Oh no, she got away. She got away. She got away.
So I'm going to now have my whole horde of people try and kill them. Please, come on.
Can I really not mute this thing down here?
Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, that scared me.
This thing is not. I think it might be off.
What's off?
The noise.
Oh. Is it too annoying?
I don't know. The chat's not annoyed by it yet. Maybe they will be. I feel like once we start fighting people, it's gonna be really annoying.
I'm gonna research loom. That means my villagers are harder to kill.
Okay.
And I am going to.
Oh, because they'll like make like armor.
They'll like
The loom.
their
like
clothes will be thicker.
yeah, tufter clothes. Yeah, I like it.
It's just we're just here. Everyone's just suggesting other games for us to play, and I'm just like, I'm playing Age of Empires.
Well, here's the thing: is
guys.
that we committed to this, right? Because I mean, I feel like we're gonna on the live stream, we can do a lot of TikTok recipes, and we're gonna do a lot of TikTok recipes. We also have to try other things, right? That's the point of it.
Ooh, look, my
Scout.
scout found the enemy town. Look, do you see them? There they are, right there.
Is that their whole town?
Nope, no, that's just their
Okay.
dock. Okay, hold on. Excuse me, sirs. Yeah, please.
Are you
thank
gonna go get them, and you're gonna keep developing? What's your strategy, Safiya? Let me be T90 here. What's your strategy? You're trying to T90's the guy who's the expert
Actually, I don't want
of the
8.
game,
That's
and
too
he
many.
like tells people what to do. Are you trying to like build out your empire, progress from the Dark Age in the other ages?
Yes.
And then you're gonna go just wreck the other dude.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
And it takes me a while to get, so like, as I said, Mongols have really good cavalry and cavalry archers. Okay, so I need
So
to think
what
about,
year are you supposed to be? Is what Isabel Zarate says. We are in the Dark Age currently,
Actually,
and we
I
are the
don't want- I don't want it.
Mongols. So we don't have anything.
we don't have
We're
anything.
just wandering around this little village here.
I think that
There's another board over there
asking
for
like
record.
what year it is being maybe too like realistic about it.
Well,
like
I
I don't
think
think
it-
there's any real year.
Yeah, there's a
going
disconnect
on.
from reality, and also I think that the other dynamic of it is it's like, what would the Mongols that were in Mongolia when around prior to Genghis Khan, where were they in the Dark Age? I mean, it's just like their relative Dark Age.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like not everyone's following the exact same age timeline. Not to mention like none of these guys I think are contemporaries really. I mean, maybe some of them could be contemporaries, but like they're not direct contemporaries.
All right, I actually think that I have a lot of villagers
Agata
on the way.
asks what is going on. So I'll
How
put
do
that
we
on your.
explain this? We're playing Age of Empires, and listen, we've done a lot of streams already that people were more interested in, and now we're just playing Age
No,
of
no,
Empires.
people are interested. Stop.
Okay,
They're
okay,
asking.
okay, okay.
They're asking.
All right, I am going to. What should I? Maybe I should make some more. No.
Here's what I would say. What we're doing right now is Saf is trying to build out her initial village. She has sent a scout out as well to look for the enemy. She did find the enemy town.
There they are.
That's the enemy, and they're also, as you see, in
the Dark
Dark
Age.
Age. They're not really progressing very fast either. So what Safiya's doing here is trying to build out her town,
two,
and if she's
three, four.
if she's able to, she just progressed into the Feudal Age.
No, I'm researching Feudal Age. Sorry.
What's that mean?
That means it takes a second. I can't just click and then it's done.
But
Like,
you're going towards the Feudal Age.
yeah,
right now.
you see, I'm researching 28.
When you circle that with your mouse, yeah, just everyone, yeah. So basically, you can see Saf is 35% towards becoming the Feudal Age.
Yeah, that's the right thing to say.
You leap forward to the Feudal Age. Yes.
I'm going to make a mining camp on this gold,
Yeah.
and I'm going to start collecting gold.
So Saf is okay. As Saf said, she's gonna be collecting gold. I don't know what else. Yes.
Now that everyone's kind of doing everything, we're going towards the Feudal Age, I can kind of show you what's been going on. I have a couple houses because I need to continue to build houses so I can grow my population cap.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see up here, it says 16 out of 20
Oh, so you can't have more villagers than that.
until I build more houses.
Because it's kind of Malthusian. You don't have enough food to go around, and then you have the next age, and you guys get better developed. Okay, got
Yes,
it.
as you can see now, everyone who was previously like hunting the boar and like collecting, harvesting the sheep and stuff like that, they're now all on berries.
Yes.
And then here we go. I've
Wow, see, look at that thing.
arrived to the Feudal Age, and everything is way cuter.
And
the
now
Dark
you
Age,
immediately have a thatched roof and
yeah,
everything.
the Dark Age, not cute.
Yeah, they just have like a.
Feudal Age, really. It's much cuter.
Go away, whoa. Hey, let's do a little, what's it called? Animal Crossing-esque tour here. Let's take a look at what you got here in your town. You got the town center. You got the little
This is my mill.
Cottagecore.
This is my mill. Yeah, it's cottagecore.
It's cute.
Yep,
right?
exactly.
Okay, so yeah, we're hitting
This
that.
is my mining camp. These are some houses.
So we're relating this content
Town
back
center.
to some popularized memes, some popular trends. Cottagecore included, right?
This is a lumber camp.
Lumbercore. Lumber talk.
Lumbercore.
You'll
Lumbercore.
see that every once in a while. It's
And
a new
here's
thing.
my
Yeah.
dock. It's really cute. I'm gonna make a
Fish
couple
talk, yes.
of fishing ships.
Yes. I think there is a fish talk. There is a boat talk. I was on boat talk for a hot second. Yeah, there's a lot of boats walking around them looking at fancy boats. There's also like a channels that show when people are riding their sort of recreational boats on wavy water and everyone's bouncing around. It's a big popular thing. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
No.
You keep playing the game, okay? I'm just trying,
Okay, what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to, because Mongols are good with archers and cavalry. Cavalry archers is their vibe. But in order to build a stable and an archery range, I have to build a barracks, which I don't have yet. Oh, I don't have enough wood!
Okay,
You're gonna go get wood then.
So the one person whose question I asked earlier, whose username I literally just spelled out, which was SK with OV, says my name is actually Cornish and is pronounced Squeethov.
That's pretty badass.
So Squeethov, let me know if I did a better job in that second round versus just spelling it out by letters. Squeethov is a good name.
So I have some fishing ships, and now they're going to start fishing.
Ferrari says lumbercore is my aesthetic. Okay, hey, listen, flannels. Lumbercore is in and has been in, right? I think it just needs a better,
Okay,
it
here we
needs
go.
better brand. Well, everyone,
All right.
flannels don't need better brand.
So
Everyone
this
likes
is the
flannel.
part that,
Okay.
someone like T90 would say that, if you invest time in city planning, you're playing Age of Empires like SimCity, like a SimCity base.
Right.
Which I think is kind of fun. I
Yes.
like doing that. I know.
What's that punk doing?
Oh
That's an
my
enemy.
god!
That's
Just
an enemy,
passed-
Saf.
Oh my god, is he gonna? No, he's auto scouting for sure. That's him.
All right, hold on. So the guy I'm referring to is the red horse. Okay, that's Joan of Arc rolling around here. How dare she? Okay, and I guess now we're on
Joan
the.
of Arc. It's fine. I'm casually the Mongols who oppose Joan of Arc.
I don't know if they did.
They definitely didn't.
They were not.
They definitely either were not chronologically at the same time.
Joan of
which
Arc was
I
in the
can't-
100-year war, I believe, was what Joan of Arc's heyday was.
See, you're really testing my knowledge. I don't know the time
Yeah.
periods. I don't know.
No, the Middle Ages
doesn't
are
feel-
tough.
yeah,
They're
I don't know.
toughies, yeah. I'm pretty sure.
All right, but the question is, where shall we put our sort of military branch of our town? You know what I mean? Because I feel like this is the residential area. Maybe here, or maybe probably between me and the enemy, right?
Yeah.
Then this is not a bad spot. Let's go over here.
Evelyn's saying, why are you calling me Evelyn? It's too formal. Well, I mean, that's the only username I have to work with.
Evelyn.
I can't assign nicknames as we go. I feel like that could be just tricky. If you guys, it's hard.
Oh my God! After I build this barracks, I need to build a house.
Hey,
I'm pop capped bad.
Rira K says, Age of Mythology was my jam. Age of Mythology sounds pretty cool. I like this whole Norse,
For
Greek
some
god
reason, I
thing.
couldn't figure it out.
Very
I
God
literally.
of War, Kratos.
Oh my God! No wonder everything is going to shit.
What is going to shit?
Everything. I have so many idle villagers. All right,
What are they doing? They need
I'm
direction,
gonna-
Safiya.
They do need
You need
direction.
to lead them, okay?
What I'm going to do is I need to figure out.
You need to build more homes, Safiya.
Hold on, really quick.
That's what the chat says, actually. I think that sounds
I
right.
do.
Yeah.
I
You forgot about the house.
agree.
Yeah.
I completely agree that I need to do
All
that.
this open land here, and you got this punk red dude just rolling around.
I know.
Mocking
I
you.
need.
Riding
the
his
thing
horse
is-
is so much arrogance.
Listen, guys, I could be playing so much faster.
Yeah.
I'm just slowing it down for you guys, okay?
Yeah. Next
Here
thing
I
you
am.
know, the Parisians are going to have Lamar.
Okay,
Right?
is this guy's random?
Is that what it's
still.
called again?
Who?
We've watched our favorite subset of international house hunters is La Marie, right? That's the part
La
of
Marais.
La Marais. Okay,
is
sorry, I'm a heathen here.
district
Yeah.
in Paris.
Yes.
Why are you bringing this up?
Well, because the French guy was just rolling around here,
Oh, okay,
right?
got it.
And he was
Noted.
just, mocking your village. I feel like,
Basically.
he was, yeah, exactly. So what I was gonna say was that our favorite subset of international house hunters, and if you haven't watched international house hunters,
Oh my God, please.
in bulk as we have recently, then I'm filling you in here. Is the French episodes? They have the same real estate agent for every episode. And she loves, and everyone gets there, and they all want to live in La Marais. And it's very expensive, and the apartments are literally like 200 square feet. Like they're
You mean
tiny.
Adrian?
Yes.
Adrian's my favorite in
Yeah.
International House Hunters, and she's like so chic, and she wears like these really multicolored berets and everything, and she has a really nice apartment. But people come to her and they're like, "Oh, I want to live in La Marais," and she goes, "We'll see about that."
And it's because
What's your budget again?
it's very expensive, so she just loves to inform them.
That they
She goes,
can't.
"You gotta make trade-offs," and it's great because they'll be like, she goes, "This one's 220 feet, so it's bigger." And they'll be like,
Literally, the
"That's
studios,
pretty good."
the
And you
studios, and
watch
it's so expensive.
You watch just people like being like 220 square feet versus 225. Hey, that extra 5 could be the difference. You're like, oh my God, this is expensive. But every episode is the same thing, and it's amazing. She needs her own spinoff. It's called Informing Westerners or Informing Americans How Small Their Apartments Are Going to Be. The show. That's what it rolls off the tongue. Yeah. I'm going to try to see if there's any Adrian stands in the chat here.
All right, now that we have explored the enemy base, I'm just going to bring the scout home because I don't want the scout to get.
Cotton Candy says, Tyler, give me a nickname. I mean, Cotton Candy.
Okay, hold
C-squared, right?
I'm going to do a mining camp.
So quick.
I'm going to do a mining camp on this stone over here.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to get these two guys, and I'm going to start building because I need to be more. Look at how close the easy AI is to my score right now. I need to be doing better.
I think that there's some HGTV stands in here. That's what I'm seeing. Just Soto says, don't encourage my HGTV obsession. It's just, you can run from it, you can hide from it, you can't get away from it. It's so good. I mean, endless hours of content. I think that I've presented Adrian in a positive way. It's good, okay? The berets, as Saf said, they're bright, they're vibrant, they change often. It's cool.
I love Adrian.
Yeah.
She tells it like it is.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to research Town Watch, which means that my line of sight of all buildings will be increased. Oh, shit.
Well, the best part about it is...
Dude, I'm attacking him.
Yeah, get him out of there. Get him out, okay? This isn't the Marais, okay? You can't just walk around here with your crepes. There's an episode where they settled on a street that was called Crepe Row. And I was like, that sounds like a great place to live.
I don't know if
it was... I don't know what you want me to say. I would love to live there, okay?
Okay, I need more wood. I need more peeps and I need more wood. We're gonna go for it. How many more peeps can I have? Actually, like 5 more peeps. Okay, and then these dudes.
Yoga Gilly says, or Yoga
I'm actually gonna send these guys to water.
Love It or Listed is my favorite HGTV show, and I believe that takes place in Raleigh, North Carolina.
It does?
Yeah.
I thought it took place all over.
I think it is always that one British lady. Right? She's the British
Why
Adrian.
am I so confused?
Yeah.
Am I making... No, I start typing it. It says Love It or Listed Raleigh. It could just be one of the spots.
Also, if you guys are here right now, if you'd like, leave us a like. I don't know how many people are going to see this.
Why do I think that? It says the show's based in Toronto. But they've been to Raleigh.
That's what I'm saying. I think they go all over. So I think that there must have been an episode.
Okay,
a single episode.
I don't know what I'm talking about. Love It or Listed's awesome.
All right.
We're
going to have both of these.
Dakota says Cheap Old Homes. That's that new show.
I really like Cheap Old House's Instagram account. I have not
watched
really watched the show.
Yes. Yeah. There's another show also, throwing it out there, if you like that little renovation space on Netflix. I was trying to talk about this the other day. I did a really bad job selling to our team. But
the motel
makeover on Netflix, pretty good. Okay, it's pretty solid. Saf introduced it to me, and Saf knows all of I was gonna say my sweet spots. You know. You got him cornered too. Can he leave that frame?
The only thing is fishing ships can't attack.
Oh, come on. He's just stealing your fish, Saf.
This is so rude. I'm gonna build a fire galley.
Making some kind of French delicacy.
What are you doing over there?
What are you making? What is a French fish dish that I should
Tyler,
know?
I don't know.
Surströmming is a Scandinavian
Surströmming is not French in even 1%.
But it's closer to France than Mongolia is to France. That is true.
I can't fight you
there. We
there.
can't dispute that.
I can't fight you there.
Europe is closer than Central Asia. Yes.
Tyler, I'm about to give you a redemption arc. Love it or list it, moved to Raleigh in 2015 for 2 seasons.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, people.
All right, I'm going to research bloodlines, which means that my cavalry
Thank you,
have
Carly.
more hit points. And I'm just going to keep making some houses.
Just to double back on Safiya's point, though. Yes, if this is your first stream here, I see you guys hanging out. We tend to do other things, but we are exploring the gaming space.
I'm going to make
We have
5
played games.
archers.
We played Google Feud, and we played 2 rounds of GeoGuessr. One of which was actually based on locations we went, so we did very well. You know, and so it was like, oh, this is downtown Disney. You're like, okay, well, we should probably get this one right.
Right.
But we did in the first round. We had some alarmingly good rounds, so we have done the gaming arena. Here we go.
We did The Sims too.
We did. We made ourselves in The Sims. Oh, here we go. I got some archers.
Oh, here.
Oh.
Bulio base.
Oh, see, look. Oh my god. I literally created this fire galley randomly.
Yes.
He showed up. I didn't even see this. And automatically started kicking this guy's ass. Get out of here.
One thing we know the Mongolians for is fire shooting ships. And that is, of course, their trademark. Yes. Bulio base? Is that a
I think it's
fish?
a soup.
Yeah, I've heard of bulio base.
Good soup.
Getting really back into the food content. Oh, bulio base is a fish stew.
I need more wood, man. I need to keep.
I know this word in French, but I don't want to say it because I know I'm going to mispronounce it. It's got the double L. I don't know what to do with the double L. I never took French.
I think it's
I know that I'll get
All right.
trolled hard in the chat.
Here's my blacksmith. I'm gonna put my blacksmith
by the way,
here to be cute.
The new Ramsay show on Hulu is excellent, by the way. We just started watching it last night, just keeping the food content.
The Gordon
thing.
Ramsay.
The Gordon Ramsay show. The Ramsay show, yeah.
I was like Ramsay Bolton? Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon.
That's true.
It's
called like 24 Hours Hell on Wheels with Gordon Ramsay. And he like shows up with this like rolling set from Food Network.
Like an 18-wheeler.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he comes in and he has 20. It's both lazy and harder Kitchen Nightmare, where he has like 24 hours to like speed improve a restaurant, which is like really fast. But he comes in with what's that thing called? Extreme house makeover crew kind of thing, and they just like roll in and renovate the restaurant super quickly. He brings them a whole new menu, and then like he fights with people and calls them idiot sandwiches and stuff. It's like classic Ramsay content.
Totally.
But basically, it's unbelievable because
where's my scout?
the renovations are rapid and
You can't be serious.
they're big time. So sorry, you're gonna kill the scout? Okay, Saf's coming over the archers. He's riding away.
He's not gonna. I'm not gonna. No, I'm not.
You're not gonna kill him.
I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Well, anyway, so
no,
what
all the archers are gonna show up and be like, "Where'd that guy go?"
What Ramsay does to start,
all right,
is
it's fine.
he tries to case the joint before they know he's there. So they send over like a film crew to like film and stuff, and to get like sort of introductory B-roll to the restaurant, which is sort of like normal protocol with Kitchen Nightmares. So no one suspects anything, and that's when Ramsay gets a professional makeup artist to make him disguised, so he can show up and try the food before they know he's there. So you get a lot of Ramsay disguises. So he'll have like a mustache and a beard, and in one he's pretending to be the sound guy. And while he's the sound guy, he knocks over all this crap in the kitchen. It's great content. So the scout's about to get wrecked.
Suck on that, Joan.
That's first blood right there.
It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. All right, I'm gonna
Holly
make.
says Joan of Arc is flopping.
In her flop era.
I did click her to be the easiest AI, but it's fine.
Yes. Didn't really give her the best fighting chance on this one, but yeah.
All right, now I'm researching the Castle Age. I have a lot of crap now.
Lucas sending me a message here. They're saying, can we get some narration from Saf about what's going on in the game? Saf, why don't you fill us in? As I talk about Hotel Hell or whatever.
Okay, great. So, basically, I advanced to the feudal. I advanced to the feudal age a while ago.
Yeah.
I have created more things here. I've got a blacksmith, which means I can research some technologies for my military. I have a market, which means I can trade resources for gold or sell resources. And I have a stable, a archery range, and a barracks. I personally don't usually like to fight with infantry. I prefer archers, which is why Mongols are the best because they have cavalry archers.
Ooh.
I really like to stand from far away and then attack from far away.
Yes. It's very
But-
passive aggressive of you.
But yeah, I pretty much built everything I can build in the feudal age. So I got a bunch of farms over here. This is the cottagecore vibe. You know what I'm saying?
I will say this is just this game is just eating time in the stream right now.
But I am
We're just rolling through, which is good. I think it's good. I'm saying it's a
I'm
complete stream.
researching the castle age here.
Oh,
I
so
saw in the
Safi's about
chat
to
someone
get
wants
ahead.
more military. What are you doing? Chopping this straggler tree. Here's the problem: is that my lumberjacks are doing too good right now. They're like eating away at this tree line too fast. So I need to probably make a new lumber camp because they're like doing too much.
Yes. So Saf is about to be the
I'm
castle
also-
age. At the
I'm-
top, you see that like red thing?
I'm creating some
Progress
watchtowers,
bar? Yeah.
watchtowers, which are generally like lookout outposts, but they also are going to fire arrows at any enemy units that come by.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, really quick, I'm gonna take this guy. He's gonna be my new builder. Because now that I'm in the castle age, look how cute everything became. Even cuter than before. Look at all my new, look, see, doesn't everything look nicer? Castle age, that's what it does. And I'm gonna make more things. So now I can make like a monastery, a university, another town center.
Real quick, I just want to address something that I thought was a little bit alarming by the chat, was that YouTube's auto blocker blocked "Suck on That, Joan," which I thought was a little,
Blocker?
Hey, yeah, like you know how like just like it. Like,
Oh, I thought you meant it like censored me live. Oh, you mean a chat?
Yeah,
I was like,
I made sure to
What?
enable it. I thought that was out of line on YouTube's part. Okay.
So I'm making another town center.
yeah.
Okay, where are my? Oh my God! I have idle villagers I didn't even know about. Okay, I'm gonna have these two dudes come over here and actually keep building this town center, and then from this town center I can chop wood from here and
Yeah.
also take this gold.
Second town center.
Second town
That's what
center.
I'm
I'm gonna
talking
for a
about.
second
Yeah.
town center.
So basically, Violet M asked a question that's relevant to me. Asks, have you guys seen the movie *Malignant*, which is the new James Wan movie on HBO Max? And I did just listen to the podcast, the Dead Meat podcast, which is my go-to gym podcast. Because I'm kind of too much of a crybaby to watch horror movies, actually. So I was listening to it. It sounds like a cool movie. That's all I got. That's my review of *Malignant*. Is that I listened to a podcast about it, and it sounds kind of cool. Yeah. Okay. I'll go back to the chat.
I'm actually going to.
Yeah. You know
I'm
what?
trying to figure out what I want.
Carly,
to
I
do here.
used the. We don't have any almond milk down here, so I had to use the lactate from last week in
Oh,
my
good.
coffee.
I'm gonna make a
Gross.
new.
It's the
Someone
worst.
has to use
Every time I give lactate a chance, it's the worst. Is there sun coming through the? We have a line of sun coming through here, so it's got some.
A ray of hope in
Yeah.
my Dungeon of Age of Empires playing.
Okay, here we go. Green
Oh,
Day.
here's my
Lover
one fire
76
galley that I
says, "Suck on
clicked
that,
out
Joan,"
here.
Again, I'm gonna say show that. Yeah. Come on, yeah.
I clicked on this fire galley to explore out here.
Yeah.
Oh my God, how did that happen? What
Yeah.
did I just click? I did something bad. But who knows? If Joan of Arc has some military, like some navy, I might get wrecked. But we'll see. Okay, I have a bunch of villagers. What did I
Navy-
want to do?
Natty Tam says, and this is a question I have for you, Safis. Walls? Oh, what's that? What's that guy doing?
He's a skirmisher.
Look at that guy.
It's probably because. Oh, yep. No, he's coming to fuck me
He's-
up. Die.
This is just
The thing
tapping
is
into
like-
a very, aggressive component of your brain, Saf. You just go, murder.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. We gotta do better. Okay. Here we go. So I have a bunch of villagers now. What do I want them to do? I'm gonna send.
Wall? Do you want to build some wall? Oh,
The thing is, I don't like walls, but I understand they're good. I prefer to just like do like sort of towers around.
right. You know what it is? This is actually kind of a classic Mongolian battle tactic. Is that what they would do is they would essentially
It
have
seems
a
like-
thin line, and what they would have is their enemies attack, and then they would basically retreat in the middle or lure them in, and then they would then surround them
All right.
and extinguish.
I'm building a castle
It was
over here.
it was obviously it was a battle tactic. It was very violent,
Okay,
but it was a very effective strategy.
hold on.
And Sav is right that they did make use of not only cavalry but then the archers on top of the cavalry.
Okay,
So what you're doing essentially is being wallless, inviting the enemy into the belly of the beast. So just like out of the frying pan into the fire, you're taking
I'm
them
gonna
out.
make a couple monks so I can grab
How's
some
that commentary
relics.
right there? That was I think I added some good context. Some good context, yeah. Thank you.
All right, here's my fire galley.
Yeah, what is that guy doing out there?
I just wanted to see what was
Yeah.
over here, but I'm just
Okay.
gonna bring him home.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what else. What else I should do here? Is it who? Oh,
People like your aggression, though, Safiya. I will say that. Epic.
When I
Epic
used to
New Win says, "I love the aggression. That's the only way to play the game. Intense aggression." So.
when I used to play this game, I was so scared to attack. But that's not the way you got to do it. After watching T90, people just here's the thing: is when you're playing easy AI, you can basically just wait until you're in Imperial Age when you have everything you want and then go attack
Right.
because they don't really do anything to you. But
That is true.
when you watch a
You're
lot
a SimCitier, okay? You like to
Sorry.
build up. It's kind of like that the Oreo test,
Eh.
right? Where like they say they give a kid an Oreo and they say if you don't eat it for an hour, we'll give you 2 Oreos, and they see if the kid will eat it, and they used to say like that was a measure of the patience of the kid and their willingness to invest time into a delayed reward or something. It doesn't mean anything, but like basically like that was supposed to be one of their tests. You are a delayed reward person, just like when I play my Pokemon, I just grind and become overpowered so I can just roll through all the gyms like an unstoppable force, okay? And that ruined Sword and Shield for me, by the way. Here's my Pokemon story. The gyms are on level 25, and my team is on level 56. And the game just lost all interest to me because I was just roaming what they call the wildlands, catching and wrecking Pokemon, and what's the point in playing anymore? I don't
Okay,
even
now
understand.
I'm garrisoning some archers inside this
I played myself.
tower.
Played myself. Yes, this is the thing. Jolly Jean Giant, great name, says almond milk is so much better than lactate. Tyler, I know. Okay, I'm bemoaning my lactate at the moment. What am I supposed to do with lactate, Sophia?
Dude, I don't know. Okay, basically what I'm doing now is I'm sending some monks to pick up some relics, which will generate me free gold.
Ooh.
Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 stream when? By the way, this chat was also blocked. So suck on that, Joan. Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 when? But yeah, Roller Coaster Tycoon was one that's on our list in a similar.
It is on our list, but Age of Empires just got made first. Okay.
It was on the list, but then we just decided to watch Let's Game It Out videos.
Ooh, look at this
'Cause he's
castle
so
on the
good
hill.
at playing these games. It's like, well, how can I even keep up with this guy? He's amazing.
Oh,
at this.
oh my God, dude, this guy's getting attacked by a wolf. No, dude. Oh my God, are you kidding?
Oh no! Did that lady just kill the wolf?
Yes, but with help from the tower and the castle, I think.
Eat that wolf.
So here's what I'm talking about: the Mangudai. The Mangudai that's my unique unit.
Yeah, the Mangudai seem cool.
They're really badass. They also have like gold capes.
Yes. People like Roller Coaster Tycoon. Maybe we should consider that. I mean, listen, we've had a steady, consistent, concurrence on this stream. I think that we have a core Age of Empire stream here. Okay, so we are. This is we'll call this again. This is the intimate stream. We hang out. We talk about movies. Okay, Soft plays the game. I watch her.
To be fair, yeah, I guess I do play it sort of in a let me just kind of bide my time till the very end and then rush in. Oh my God, why did I do that? I didn't mean to.
Idle Bolt Cutter says, Tyler, we need more Pokemon content for the live stream. We could try a Nuzlocke. Isn't that a thing?
What is a Nuzlocke? Will someone explain it to me?
There's like very strict rules. Like you get one starter. Like you have to catch the first Pokemon you run into. I don't know. I think Jaden Animations did it. I think a lot of people do it, but it's something you can stream. I think. Saf and I are big fans of Pokemon speed runs because they do like insane things to like skip ahead to multiple towns.
Okay, I need more stone before I can build another castle. So
Yeah.
I'll build a siege workshop over here. And then I also need to build a university.
The
And then I
challenge-
have like everything I want, basically. Yeah, the
Okay.
university will be there. But go build this first.
A lot of milk content in the chat right now.
Milk content.
Rice milk, Fairlife milk, banana milk. Almond milk's not it's not winning the battle in here. Oat milk fans. Oat milk is solid.
Oat milk's my favorite.
Oat milk?
Oat milk.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah, Pokemon on the
I'll
brain
just
over
put my
there.
vote in.
Oat milk is good. I feel like it dries my mouth out. Has anyone ever had that? Ever had that
No,
happen?
I agree. I actually agree.
While drinking
Okay.
liquids? No.
Everyone hold on. How do I... So here's the thing. So this lumber camp was the lumber camp I built very early on. Now,
Yes.
as you can see, it's really far away from my wood line, right?
Yeah.
I want to delete it. How do I do that?
Do you want to fill them in? Because I was going to respond. Laura Marie says, "Can we get a Krusty update here? Distinguished gentleman, how is he doing?"
Can we get anything else besides this?
Krusty is currently he's wearing out some of our patience because
I know,
just got the,
I love him, but yeah, he drives me nuts.
No, there's this weird inverse curve of like my adoration for Krusty, where as he gets narstier, I love him more because he's just an entity, you know. He's really kind of, as Safiya is progressing from feudal age to castle age, he's progressed into rodent territory. From cat, I know that sounds like probably a step in the wrong direction, but he's turning more and more into a rodent. The other day I got burrito bowls, and my God, did he
so
descend
annoying.
on it? He kept on crawling up onto my body, and I was like, dude, it's beef. And so I don't really know what instincts your like feline interests are really tapping into.
Yeah, it's like in
It's not
what
like you-
scenario would a cat be able to eat a cow?
Yeah, I mean, like maybe you've eaten like a squirrel or something, and like you would
No,
just say like a cow is a really
the
large
poultry
squirrel.
I get.
Yeah, the
'Cause
poultry.
it's like
'cause
pigeons,
He eats
birds,
pigeons. He's
yeah.
eaten a pigeon before. I know he's eaten a pigeon before.
Yeah,
I
we
found
have
I found
the
a leg.
pigeon legs
on our-
outside of our door in LA to prove it.
We found a leg.
Not that
in
we
the
kept
ground.
them, but
Yeah.
we didn't keep those,
So,
no.
so I understand that impulse, but just the beef. But I did give him some beef. Our friend is a vet, and she kind of gave us the nod. She was like, this entity is.
Oh, yeah.
he's
Yeah,
very.
our friend Kristen is a vet, and she met Krusty this weekend, and she was very like, I mean,
You're playing with
know.
house money here.
Yeah.
This guy he's advanced, and it was so basically though, I think that it's like, I mean, our other vet that we were taking Krusty to was like, I was like,
there any other
what do I do with feeding him? Can I give him like a little chicken? She's like, who cares? I don't know. Like, what else are you gonna do? That's the train, by the way. So
there's some stone out
here's
there.
your Krusty update. The only problem with Krusty right now is that his arthritis medicine is being primed currently, so I feel like he's a little light on his arthritis supplements today. That's all I got for you. So he's a little bit, achy, and yeah, he right between when I went into the shower and came out, he crapped everywhere. So I'm a little bit like on the fence with Krusty right now. It's a love-hate relationship. There's a twinge of psychological warfare with him right now. I feel like
Definitely.
that he's enacting onto me, or he's like, he knows that I don't approve of his behavior, but what am I supposed to do? He can sense the weakness. I mean, Krusty's killed multiple animals in his life. He sensed the
Definitely.
weakness in me. He goes, I don't think I don't think he has
Okay.
within him the ability to extinguish me. So, yeah. Liz Wood says, first time making a live stream. Welcome. We're talking Krusty.
We're
playing
talking
Age of
Krusty. We're
Empires.
playing Age of Empires. Let's go, dudes. Let's make some more farms.
Tanya Mendez says, Krusty is short for crustacean. I guess I misread that. I thought you were going to say he is a crustacean, which I would agree.
Yeah.
He's just, he's a critter.
He's such a critter.
It's like, Krusty treats our entire apartment like the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
Like when like a whale falls to the bottom of the ocean and all the crustaceans just descend and they consume like scavengers. Krusty just hovers underneath me as I eat like a biryani. As I eat some dish that's heavily spiced that will destroy his stomach, he just waits. That happened. I dropped a little bit of my Indian curry on the floor, and
Oh,
Krusty
that so happened.
He licked it.
And then he literally had to go to the emergency vet that night.
Yeah, because he crapped
Because
like
he had-
75
yeah.
times
Actually.
in a single night.
Oh, hell no, you don't. Oh my
Who's that
god.
guy?
This guy's going to totally try and mess me up. Oh my god.
Yeah, I like
Get
this
out
one
of
too.
there.
Rose Howard
Get
says,
out of there.
I see him like a raccoon. Krusty the raccoon cat. I think that's fair. Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, I need to create some more units. I'm going to make some light cavalry.
Yeah.
I think I was just rolling around. Get out of here, Joan.
Jolly Jean Giant.
Get out of here, Joan.
Bringing to my attention that there is a potential for the
I also
a diaper
garrisoned
situation
all my
with Krusty.
villagers. Okay. What? Sorry.
Did you say you're going to boycott Krusty, Saf?
What does that mean?
I don't know. Someone says don't boycott. Skid says don't boycott Krusty. It's uncool.
Listen, I'm not in any way boycotting Krusty because I talk a big talk, but I do no walking. I will basically
your heartstrings.
look at Krusty and be like, why are you doing this to me? You're a punk. But then I will still feed him and also clean up his poop.
Why don't you
know
fill
what I
us
mean?
in with what's going on in the game here? I think we've talked about the rodent enough. What's going on? It seems like you have now a pretty built out situation. You're building more.
A situation.
You keep building, little developer.
I know. I'm supposed
Always
to
be building.
always be creating villagers.
Yeah.
Is basically what I'm supposed to do. I could probably use a second mill.
What is it called? Glengarry Green Gross?
It's called Glengarry Glen Ross.
Okay, yeah, I can never get that right.
I created a bunch. Oh, excuse me. Please go back to my
This
next
line
note.
says you should do a main channel YouTube video on Krusty. What is there? You know, maybe when Krusty
What is
kicks
there to
it,
say?
we'll do a documentary on the,
Oh.
on Krusty. You know?
I will be sad.
No, he's
But
gonna be
literally
fine.
every vet we talk
Guys,
to
he's
is
gonna
like,
last like 7
yeah, like
years.
as you said.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere.
I have a feeling that Krusty's a little cockroach.
He's a cockamouse. He's a
Yeah.
cockacat, right?
Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to research the Imperial Age. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello there.
Sandy the cat says Krusty is the disgusting little rat goblin that we all love.
That is really true.
Rat Goblin's good. After watching a lot of Lord of the Rings content,
Yep.
we did it, by the way. I just want to fill everyone in. This is important. We watched all 9 hours, okay, of Lord of the Rings Extended Edition. It was interesting watching it after so many years with Safiya, because I've seen the OG Lord of the Rings not. Oh, by the way, your Imperial Age progress bar at the top's going up.
Yes, I clicked up to Imperial Age.
Let me just address this real quick. Literally
means-
no tension in this game. There has not been a single viable attack. There's been like one guy with like a spear intermittently coming over. I mean, like it's like the Black Knight from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. It's just a futile attempt. He's just finding ways to die. You know, just sending
Yep.
them. You know, but
Yeah, usually with easy AI, they like send them in one at a time. There's not usually like a let's
is the
go
call.
actually attack.
yeah, I think the other question is what does it take to lose? And then like I think that
Here's the thing: when I was a kid, I definitely lost.
the
Against-
easy AI.
I didn't. I don't know if I lost.
What's a kid there? What are you talking about?
I probably played it from ages like 8 to 12, like
Okay.
really a lot.
Yeah.
I
you're
don't know
like
if
an
I.
advanced
I don't know if I would
toddler.
ever. Well, first of all, the
Yeah.
campaigns that because this is just like nothing, right? Like
Right.
Mongols and Franks on an island.
Right.
Like when does that ever happen?
That
right.
happened many times in history.
But they have these things that are like campaigns that are supposed to be like more accurate, sort
Right.
of like historical battles.
Oh, yeah.
And those things I lost all the time. But
Um,
a game like this against easy AI, I would just play this forever and never go attack and we'd just coexist. Like I
Right.
just build things, build armies, but never use them.
You're
you know?
you're a simmer, right?
Yeah.
I think this does open up the potential for us to play Sims. The problem with playing the Sims, guys, is that you guys are all like
Much
significantly better than us
at playing The Sims.
So then it becomes a lot of pressure. You know,
Yeah.
I'm like rotating the guy. I'm zooming in on his face.
Look at this guy.
haphazardly.
Get
Look at-
this pikeman out of here.
oh my god, he just died.
Yeah.
He just ran into the tree and died.
No, it's because my castle was throwing arrows at him.
It did look like he just died. You know.
See, now I have all this light cavalry and nothing needs to happen.
Okay.
I mean, not nothing. Oh, see, I just advanced the Imperial Age. Look how fancy I look all over the place. Look at this. Look at that market. Look at that town center. Look at that university.
Where are your soldiers, Safiya? Someone's saying follow the soldiers. Where are
I
they?
literally have like 5 light cavalry
Oh, you just
and
wait-
a few archers in some of these guard towers. But now that I'm in the Imperial Age, I can make elite. Oh my God, sorry. I can make elite Mangudai.
When are you going to rain fire on your enemy?
Probably
when are
pretty
you going
soon.
to Thanos snap them out of existence here?
Probably
okay?
pretty soon.
Yeah, just wondering. I still maintain that he ran into a tree and died. Okay, he just very worked up and didn't know what was going on. Yeah, that's what I would say.
I don't know if I don't really want cavaliers, really. No, because I'm gonna make Mangudai.
Maybe it was a poisonous tree. Right? Maybe he, got jabbed. All right.
All right, I'm gonna upgrade to elite Mangudai, and I'm gonna start making Mangudai and trebuchets, and we're gonna start making this happen.
I love all the chats that are in the arena of like, hey, this is like my first stream, and we're like, yes, welcome to this routine thing that we do. Although this has been a good hour off, right? We've been TikToking all day.
Listen, I feel like
making edible spoons.
this live stream channel is supposed to be for those of you who hopefully, are sort of like us enough to hang out with us for an hour.
Right.
So every now and again, we're going to do something like this.
Exactly, right.
That doesn't mean that we'll do it forever, but
You don't have to be so bashful, Saf.
I'm a little bashful, but at the same time, I'm kind of just letting you talk and I'm just playing Age of Empires.
But-
So I'm okay with
On
it.
that other flip side, you're about to, enact some serious domination on your
I would
frank
like to.
foes.
I am going to.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do here is I'm going to make another dock so my fishing ships don't have to go quite so far out.
Here's a question. My casting says, where is the AI's camp? Why don't you
Here.
take a look at what they... Yeah.
See, but the thing is, the last time I looked at it was Feudal Age, but they're definitely at least in Castle Age now.
Do you think they're... Oh, because they have the thatched roofs now.
No.
What is that?
Oh my God! Look at those wolves. They're so close.
What are they doing out
So
there?
there was stone out there.
Okay,
so
so they got stone.
I sent them out there to get stone.
Okay.
I'm actually going to
What's
send these
that
guys
lady
over
doing?
here.
Was she just
She's
walking
making
around?
another dock.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually.
She could build a dock by herself?
Yeah, dude.
Props, man. That's like that guy who makes those really cool things in the woods.
What?
You know that YouTube channel, the guy who makes the indoor pools and stuff in the woods, where he builds them.
Oh yes, I know exactly what you're
the
talking
cool-
about.
I
Okay.
was like, how can I
Actually,
help you?
yes. So what it is,
Carly, throw me a lifeline here. Raleigh, right? That's where Love It or Listed is.
it's like a guy who like makes underground pools by himself. Okay, Hustler, you can stop.
Yeah, let me look it up. Yeah, I'll give it the plug because it's the greatest thing.
It's so
underground.
good. Okay, I have a whole group of villagers here. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? I'm gonna make a watchtower over here, and then I'm gonna make another gold camp. I
Yeah,
think.
this is the guy. His name is Primitive Tool. Okay,
So good.
He actually posts pretty frequently, but he has a few videos that are like, I don't know, they just like the kind of videos that just like they get on your homepage and they're just raucously interesting. How to build a house, groundwater swimming, build cave, platinum underground swimming, build secret home under swimming pool, pass 2. I mean, these have like 90 million views.
Yeah, he basically like carves
Yeah.
them into the mud and then like lines them.
It's
Okay,
awesome,
okay, hold on,
yeah.
hold on. There's an enemy unit, but he died. Okay,
Literally
bye.
before you had even called my attention.
Yeah,
You
okay,
were able
bye.
to take him out, yeah. There you go. Yeah, no, people know what I'm talking about. Primitive Technology, Green Day, Lover 76, got it. So.
What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take a mining camp on this gold that's all the way out here. Oh no, but that's like where the enemy's coming. I'm going to make a mining camp on this gold right there.
Haley Brown, referring back to the Wolves just having a beach vacation. What were the Wolves even doing out there?
Literally?
They're just chilling.
They're just there to attack.
Let them be. Leave them alone.
Yeah, I'm not going to mess
Leave
with
them
them.
alone. Yeah.
Listen, it's a dog eat dog, live and let live world.
They got a real C.S. Lewis vibe to them.
They're just there.
You know, like the Wolves are kind of like characters in Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Like they talk and stuff, and they have like,
Yes.
They kind of have like opinions. Yeah, they're kind of like those wolves. Just chilling, just having a good time. I just went back to the newest chats. Gisoto says death, death, death.
Okay, ready?
There's
Here we
a lot
go.
of excitement, I think, for you to.
So-
Oh, there's another guy
Who? What?
running around. You
What?
better watch out, man. Those trees are dangerous.
No, literally,
how
it's
he
just a
thinks he's-
single skirmisher.
He thinks he's pulling some like flank off right now.
Flank off.
Right? He's like, they'll never see me coming.
Dude, there's so many miners right here. This is like way too much.
Okay.
I've got to pull some people off gold.
This is
I
a good
think.
question, Saf. Anne Vanderlinden asks, how do you finish or win this game? Why don't you
Okay.
explain it to me
Well-
and everyone? Yes.
Well, I'm actually going to make another lumber camp back here, and then I'm just going to let these people be lumberjacks forever. Okay, now it's time to build our army. I have some hussars, but they're kind of just like chill, like cavalry dudes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a bunch of elite mangudai, which are elite cavalry archers. How
Yeah.
many should we make? Like 15?
Make 15. And then let's just, as I said, rain fire.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
can only make 14 at a time.
Make 14.
And then out of my other castle, I'm going to make 3 trebuchets.
Yep. I think
And
that
we're
maybe-
going to go mess them up.
I think that there was a chance that the easy setting was a little easy for you.
Well, but I wanted to be able to
To explain what was happening.
talk because
Yeah.
I didn't want to like just be like bah Because the thing about Age of Empires is when you're getting attacked, there is like an adrenaline rush.
Okay.
Like there is like a moment where you're like, oh my God, it's happening. It's going down. So, you got to be worried about that.
That boar is just chilling in the middle of your park.
Well, the boars are actually, so wolves will attack you, like they'll just go for you if they see you.
Right.
Boars will not attack unless you attack them first.
I'm not sure that's accurate to real life, though. I think
No,
boars
actually, I
are
think it's like more the
extremely
opposite.
dangerous. Yeah, I mean,
I think it's actually the opposite.
Boars are kind of like the hippos of North America. Like hippos are like extremely dangerous.
Yes, I do know what you're
I think
talking
that
about.
boars you really don't want to mess with wild boars. Like moose.
I'm going to actually make
do not want to mess with moose.
another. My town is a little exposed over here, but I don't think they're going to make it there because I think they're actually coming this way. I'm actually going to make another castle right here, just to basically flex.
You're just flexing.
This
right
is
now?
just a flex.
Is that your $10 million house in the Hollywood
This castle
Hills?
is just a flex.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do with that.
Just because I
house.
have the resources.
With that castle, we're gonna find a bunch of TikTok influencers, and they're gonna go in there, okay? And we're gonna just post a lot of TikToks. Yeah. That's all I got. I don't really know how that lands.
I feel like this is like such a like alternate plane of reality where like we're just making Age of Empires 2 content.
Yeah.
I feel I'm like a floating head right now.
What does that mean?
I feel like I can't believe this is real life. I'm so happy about this.
We'll play.
I love this game so much, but I'm just playing in the background while Tyler's just monologuing. I love it. Okay, great. So
Look
here
at
we go.
one person soloing that castle right now.
Dude, what do they call it? Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss? Right here. Building a castle by herself. Literally single-handedly.
Such a girl boss.
She is going to gatekeep the single spearman that Joan of Arc keeps sending over
Well,
here.
here's how
It's a girl boss versus girl boss battle. Joan of Arc versus this one
single
villager.
person. Yeah. Well, she's going to decide who gets to go into the new Mongolian hype house here. Right?
Right.
She's going to be the one that chooses
Absolutely.
who goes into the TikTok house. Yeah.
This is it.
We're just connecting all the dots.
Sorry, I
here.
zoomed in really far.
Yeah.
People don't like that very much.
Well, the chat hasn't caught up yet,
I could just watch her build this castle all day.
It is. I like how you just have like this
Growing
intimidating
army.
just
The
like,
growing army.
and we're gonna send them.
The Voldemort laugh.
So this is tapping into your Voldemort impulses. Yeah.
Who are you? Oh my God, there's a knight. Oh hell no. Okay,
Dariana
Hussars,
Sosa
Hussars,
says
Go.
the real MVP regarding the person that is soloing that castle. I agree.
Dude,
They're doing
this mother needs to go. Okay, my monks are gonna come over here in case anyone gets injured so I can heal them. Okay, yeah, you need to go. You need to go. Get out of here. Look at these. Look at my hussars. Look at them. They literally have wings. How cool is that? Okay, they have no idea where they're going. They're literally
just
going the wrong way.
riding off the
Okay,
map.
literally go fight this
What
knight.
if it turned out that was just the edge of the reality and they just fell off? Sorry, you lost all 14 of them.
Dude, these hussars really need to figure it out.
This is kind of like
Okay, there we go. Okay, the castles are coming into clutch.
This is kind of like the who would win, right? 19 hussars, 1 French knight. No, he's not going to make it.
Especially because he's just running away.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Literally, he just ran into. Oh, there's no escape, dude. There's no escape. Oh, bye.
All right, you want to wrap things up here? I feel like you have quite the squad. Oh, another one coming in, Saf. Another guy.
I know, but he's coming right into my castle. Look at these.
That was a dumb play.
Bye.
That was dumb.
See, this is where they're ramping it up.
Okay.
Joan's making some dudes. How many
Joan.
more should I? Okay. All right. Here we go. We've got some hussars. Okay. Thank you for girl bossing this castle for me. Now you can go back. Maybe here.
I think everyone's correct. They're agreeing with me that these trees equal death, right? These trees are cursed. Lord of the Rings, right? They're like those trees that kill all of the Uruk-hai at the end of the Battle of Helm's Deep, right? They're not the Ents, they're the angry old trees, right, Saf?
Yep. I'm gonna have 25. I'm gonna have 25 elite Mangudai, and I don't know how many hussars do I have. Hussars are like pretty whatever, but they're fast. So Or they're supposed to be.
Sandy the
7 of them.
cat here. Sandy the cat has some wise words here. She says, "Time to burn Joan of Arc to the ground." So it's
You've bossed your last girl,
Yeah.
Joan of Arc. Okay, great. Love it.
yeah. The shade towards Joan is very interesting in the chat. It feels
I
don't
don't
know if
know.
it's sacrilege, but it just feels like there's something to it. It's pretty great. Someone says, Macy says Joan really thinks she did something.
Yeah, really. A single night, Joan? Just one?
Yeah.
Really? Okay. All right.
Ms. 333 says, "What's happening?"
Well, you came at the right time, Miss 333, because we're about to rain hellfire.
This is going to be sort of like when the Riders of Rohan rode on the siege of Minas Tirith right now.
Let's
okay?
hope so. Let's
Yeah.
hope Joan of
Minus
Arc
the Ollie
isn't
fonts.
luring me into
Yeah.
a trap. I did click easiest AI, so we'll see what Joan's
It
got
would
up
be
her sleeve.
actually awesome if when you got there, Joan of Arc had just like a massive
huge
and
army.
You got wrecked. That would be pretty. That would be
Well, I have
such
enough-
a great moment.
I have enough resources that
Yeah.
we could probably build, like we could build another army, but it would be a surprise, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Yeah. Aurora Concept says Soph is on the cusp of being a true gamer. Time for G Fuel. Or like one other, like those other, we just get a bang energy.
What's the one Allie drinks? Celsius?
Celsius?
Yeah,
get
just
a
drink
Cel-
pre-workout to play Age of Empires.
Where's our
2.
energy drinks? Where are our energy drinks?
It's the cold brew that I
Yeah.
snuck into this YouTube mug.
Okay. I mean,
Alright.
listen, Soph, there's an appreciation. EH Crazy Chicken really appreciates your army. Says this is beautiful. It is.
Look how cool the mango dye are. That's like, you have to really appreciate, like they literally are just cavalry archers with golden capes. Like how freaking cool is that?
I don't know. You tell me. How many you got left?
1.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go.
All right, cool.
Look at this single pikeman. Oh, he's getting attacked by wolves!
Oh.
No,
No, he's gonna win.
he's
right?
gonna win. He's gonna win.
I don't know. Actually, this is good entertainment right now. Come on, wolves.
Dude, okay,
Come on,
one of the wolves
Come
is
on.
about to go down.
Come on, wolves. Avenge him! Avenge him!
Oh.
Avenge him!
Oh, come on!
Avenge!
This
Dude.
doesn't look good.
Oh my God! Oh my God! That was a. Avenge him! Avenge him! Yes! Wolves win. Wolves win.
Wow. That's what you get, Joan,
What
for
a-
interrupting their beach holiday.
What a happy story.
Okay, here we go.
Frenchmen maimed to death on beach. What a happy story.
Okay, here we go.
Not actually,
Let's see. I don't want to research anything else before I go,
Wolf
right?
Mall
Everyone
is-
wants me to just
no,
go.
We're good.
Okay, let's go. What's this?
Um,
Yep, we're gonna do that. But I'll go. I'll go too.
I was going to react. Becca Hohenboken says, Tyler, did you know that Viggo Mortensen
Here we
kicked
go.
the helmet? He actually broke his toe. I do know that. I told
Yes!
you. Good little fun factoid.
Tyler was doing that thing where he would tell me fun facts about Lord of the Rings as we were watching Lord of the Rings. And that was one of them.
This is the man you married.
Oh my God, there's a stable right here. Ooh. Oh shit, what's this guy? No, okay, Hussars, you need to calm down because you guys are being too annoying.
Look at that guy that was a flex, stuff. He just started building right in front of you.
I know that was a flex, but then that was, what do they say? Yeed his last haw?
It was very honey badger, don't give a F.
Oh my God, oh my
Right.
God, oh my God, oh my God, there's units, oh my God.
Oh wow. Oh wow, you guys are strong.
Okay, the Hussars really need to stop. Okay, so here we go. I unpacked my trebuchets, I'm taking down their stable. Oh my God, no.
Someone says that's going on No Context Safiya tomorrow.
Okay, the one thing that, here's the whole thing. So this is now, excuse me, I'm gonna get my monks to come out here just to heal these dudes because they had a siege unit that did kind of mess me up, but
Yeah.
not really, but like a little.
Oh, Soph, come on.
What?
You have plenty of whatever they're called, manga dyes.
No, I need more.
No,
I'm making 10 more. No, I'll make 5 more, but they'll just stay here.
Yeah, you send them in. Send them
What?
in. Go wreck Joan.
I should probably go right
Go wreck Joan.
Okay.
We're creeping up. This is actually good time. We're creeping on an hour 20. Or a minute. An hour and 20 in the stream. So I think this is a good time for you to assert your dominance.
All right,
Okay?
here we go.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, dudes, let's roll.
Wow, that's a big legion right there. See, I think in this case, though, keeping the Lord of the Rings theme alive, you are the Uruk-hai here. I'm not sure that you're the protagonist in the story, because you're coming in with this serious. You're coming into this
Mongol
very
horde.
small village, right? Now, on that note, this is Age of Empires. This is a game of domination, you know. And to be fair, Joan also did
Dude, where is everyone?
prod you with those spearmen. Look at this punk. Look at this punk.
Okay, hold on. Here we go.
Yeah, this is not gonna. This is yeah.
I like how I'm going after the mining camps. Hold on. Okay, no. These guys gotta go.
Yeah, I think you overshot that guy a little bit. just blasting. Katrina Radmer, suck it, Joan.
Yeah, so here we go. Okay. All right, now what I want is my trebuchets to get the town center, because if the town center goes down, Joan will probably pack it up.
Tyler, Amy Turner says, Tyler, tell her to build walls. I think
don't
we're way
like
beyond the walls
walls.
here, everyone. We're going in for the win here. Now, is Safiya playing against easy? Yes. But this is an impressive domination. That's a.
All right, let's see what else we got.
I think you might have overpowered them a little bit, so.
Have I done too much?
There you go. And that's what happens.
Achievement unlocked, Mongol victory. Okay, yeah, I just rolled into the town and just razed it to the ground.
Midori Jimenez
And that's how you win the
Funamoto
game.
says, I don't have any idea what's going on right now.
That is literally
I do not understand what's happening.
the
Yeah.
game. Now, it is usually, like as I said before, like you can play against other real people who are also trying to win, not just Joan of Arc who sends in like a single pikeman at a time.
Look at your scores. Is that scores or numbers or what is that?
That's the score, yeah.
11,000 to 2,800. Yeah, you won.
Well, you can play against other real people. You can also play against harder AIs. I think the standard AI is like obviously a little bit harder than this, but the hardest AI is apparently like very difficult. But yeah, you can see the other stuff that Joan had. Didn't have a lot. A single other stable, one fishing ship, couple archery ranges. Actually, a couple archery ranges I didn't know about because now I can see the whole map now that Joan's packed it in.
No strategy though. Why just have those next to the beach? You know why? I think that she was gatekeeping the beach, right? She didn't want us to have a good time and just go out there, and that led to the
death of the single pikeman.
The single guy out there. Yeah.
Yeah, I just went in with 3 trebuchets and like 25 Mangudai and just raced it to the ground. And that's it. That's the game. We don't really have time to play another one because it's already 6:20.
We don't. There is some demand for Suck It Joan merch.
For the 2,500 people who've been here the whole time.
Suck It Joan.
Only you guys will know about
we
it.
We do have merch that we are working on.
That's true. We are actually working on
sneak
merch.
in a Suck It Joan, but maybe if we could maybe we could make a mug.
Yeah, our merch company will actually they'll be mad because they literally explicitly told us they're like stop sending us new art. They're like literally stop.
Sorry, Suck It Joan. Yeah, Joan of Arc. Suck it.
All right, hold on, Carly. Really quick before we log out, just come back to me. I want to show everyone my timelines. Okay, so obviously, look at this. Look at this beautiful still frame. Mangudai just messing it up. Look at them. Look how cool they are.
It's like the freeze frame at the end of a fun family sitcom from the 80s.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mangudai just destroying a church.
Let's see objectives. I want to show like the.
Show us what you got here, Saf. Yeah, what do you got for your advanced
Can I send a
statistics
taunt
here?
now?
Yeah. You can send a taunt?
Can you guys hear that?
You're being a real sore winner here.
Okay, well, there was one part that says like statistics or something. Menu?
I'm going to
Statistics.
enable everyone's Suck It Joan chats here, okay? Because I think that...
As you can see, I had the largest military.
Yeah.
I had the most economy. I had the most technology. I had a higher society score. I had the most units killed and buildings raised and the largest army. And I also collected the most of everything.
You really read like the good guy in the story.
Actually, Joan of Arc had actually she had explored more of the map than I.
She was a
but
peaceful explorer.
Had to give her something, right? Had to give her something. And then in general, you can see the timeline. Really, look at that military right there. Wow, yeah, because the lighter color is your sort of economy, your villagers.
Yeah.
The darker color is your military, and I really just.
militaristic society there.
And that's what we had. That was me playing Age of Empires for the first time since 2006. You know, just felt good.
Good wholesome family fun.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So that's basically what we wanted to do.
I do think that Suck at Joan merch would be kind of fun. Anyway, just a screen grab, just like a what are they called again? What do they call?
Mangadai?
Mangadai, just yeah.
Oh, dude, no, my Mangadai. They're the real. I mean, I think the single lady putting up the castle is really the true MVP.
Oh
of the
yeah,
whole thing.
she's the greatest. Yeah.
But the Mangadai are pretty great too.
What's that? We just go with, is it girl boss, gatekeep?
It's Gaslight, Gatekeep, Girl Boss.
Just that written underneath that one freeze frame, and that person just building. Right next to all your like Mangadai, just soldiers just single-handedly building a castle.
Here's what I'll open up the chat to right now is obviously as you guys were watching me play Age of Empires 2, people were suggesting other games that we should play. Now is also a good time to suggest them. I heard Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yeah.
Kind of like old school, like Disney and like kind of like Barbie.com type games.
Yeah.
And Carmen Sandiego. Those were the ones that were on there, right? People want to see more Sims. We have to get better at Sims.
Yeah, we're really not good at Sims. We could definitely do that. I think the gaming ones are pretty fun, and I mean, we got some really good hands ones coming up. That's
what?
Hands-on ones. I don't know. You know how you put.
Okay, right.
We have
right. We have a lot of streams, especially because here's a fun fact that you might not know is that October's coming up. So we have a lot of like Halloween.
Ladies and gentlemen, Safiya and I.
Her. Sorry. Just took down Joan, feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
October's coming up, so we have some like Halloween-y streams.
Yeah, we do.
For next month, so not a lot of Age of Empires, but after that, we certainly could.
Yeah, we got some really good stuff coming up. So,
I also have this idea that I feel like now that we've concluded Age of Empires, my other idea, I have this other idea where I want to get like find like not discontinued, but like maybe around like the holidays, be like getting throwback toys that I never got.
That could be a good
toys
stream.
that I always wanted to get.
That's a good idea.
Playing with the toys I wish I could have had as a kid, but my mother forbade me from having.
That sounds like a great
That'll
list.
be the name of the stream, and it'll be just Sky Dancers, and we will all get our eyes poked out by their flying wings.
All of the safety warnings that were
Literally.
listed come true in like a Final Destination-esque
My mom
montage.
thought she really did something when she banned those from the house, but little did she know 20 years later I would have them and poke my eye out.
How rebellious of you.
I know, I'm just feeling great.
A little late on the impact of the rebellion, but yeah. Anyway.
I don't know, I think this is the time.
This is the time.
I'll call my mom and say, now is the time for the rebellious phase.
Okay.
Great, anyway.
Well, we've learned a lot here today.
There's something called Toilet Tycoon. Jamaica says theme hospital and toilet tycoon. That's a thing?
Apparently, yeah.
You build a toilet?
Pumpkin carving. There's a lot of good ideas in the chat here.
Sippily Corva says, I had a Sky Dancer and no one got hurt. Don't believe it.
Nope.
If my mother is to be believed, they are agents of death and chaos. So
Here is
don't
one of
believe it.
the one tease I'll leave you guys on is that we have one stream coming up that literally while Carly was testing it has changed the fabric of the smell of our office, maybe forever.
That's true. Carly's been testing
terrifying.
this thing. I actually think we push it back a little bit because we found more Halloween stuff to do next month.
Ooh.
But when this stream happens, you guys will probably know. It literally, Carly's tested a few different ones, and the whole office smells like, I can't even say
what
what
it smells like.
It just and we've aired it out and
Yeah.
lit candles and washed things, and we come back and I'm like,
Still smells like that. Yeah. I feel like I was just like, that will be single-handedly what removes the security deposit. Anyway, so we've learned a lot here today about Saf's violent side.
I kind of
Perspectives
have
and strategy for
been in
world
my
domination.
own world. How weird was I? Was I weird?
No.
Okay.
No. Anyway, so So if you guys like this stream, make sure to smash that like button. We see that you guys did enjoy the stream, so we're excited for that. We're definitely going to do more of this kind of stuff. We have a lot of great ones coming up too.
The Star Wars version.
We have. What
I'll just
else?
sit here and play.
What else do I got here? Here are our social media things. Yeah. Okay. There's our Instagrams. Here are our TikToks. TikTok
Just
singular.
one.
And every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern. If you like the stream, smash the like button. Wait, subscribe button.
Both.
Both of them. They're both buttons. You can smash them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, we are about to post a TikTok, so keep your eye out on that.
It was a pretty fun one.
Yeah.
So
you can be like, hear from spiking Joan into the ground.
There, yeah, we'll know what that means.
Die, Joan.
We'll know that means.
What is people trying to say?
Suck it, Joan.
Suck it, Joan. Suck it, Joan.
Suck it, Joan. Merch.
Actually, I feel like TikTok might also hide those comments.
Listen, we might look. I'll look in. Well, I will message to our like ideas thing. We'll look into Suck It Joan merch. Yeah. So it'll be stream exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Anyway, so
Really high quality Spirit jerseys that just say "Suck It, Joan." And like
think about
puff
how
paint.
many great conversations you'll have with baristas. What does Suck It Joan mean? Joan of Arc. Suck it.
Yeah. I think she should suck it. Yeah. That's
what,
it.
It's what it sounds like.
That's,
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go. Okay.
All right. Thanks for tuning in this week, guys. Next week we'll be doing something a little less niche, but if you were here, you know. That's it.
See ya.
If you were here, you know.
Yes.